And welcome to this Newsmakers Extra. We've been talking with Dr. Marla Fielder. She's Kroger's Director of Pharmacy for the Southwest Division. The mobile pharmacy is a unique idea. Is that just one mobile pharmacy for the country? And it happened to be here now because someone thought enough in advance to get it down here in time.
We have a couple. A few divisions share two of them, and then a few divisions have their own. But certainly what happened here in Houston made us open our eyes just a little differently of how much it's needed and how many more we probably need.
And so now we've had a couple of flooding events in the past here in Houston. Were some of those kind of get your attention about this? Is it the first time that we've had the mobile pharmacy here? We've
had it in this region back in 2008 with Hurricane Ike.
Okay.
But that was the only time that we've had it. So now it's time number 2 that it's made its presence.
Well, we love the fact it was here. We hope we never see it again.
Absolutely.
I'm just,
absolutely.
So now you have people who come in, obviously everybody who's working in that pharmacy are pharmacists. Where do you get the people from to make that happen?
So many of the pharmacists that were here were just right from Houston that lived here. Their store couldn't open or had other assignments. We did get a few pharmacists from the Dallas area. They sent some help down where we were trying to build other stores and get them back going. They did send some help as well.
What is the challenge to be prepared to offer the service that you normally offer during a time in emergency? How does that change the dynamic for you as you get started and the staff around you gets ready to go ahead and dispense that service?
So it's really all about the people. And so it's getting a people plan together, who can go at what time, when, where, for how long. A mobile trailer definitely operates much differently from a workflow standpoint than a normal store. So it takes a few more bodies in a tight space to make everything happen the way that we'd like for it to happen.
You mentioned something on our regular program about the fact when you're in an emergency situation that the rules change for how prescriptions are filled. And that's the case whether it's a mobile pharmacy or any pharmacy?
Correct. But it has to be declared by the governor of a state of emergency before some of the different pieces are implemented.
Okay, so how is that change? What changes and how does it make it easier for people to get the medications that they have maybe left behind or they don't have the medication with them?
Sure. So normally you have to come in with a hard copy prescription or have refills left on your current prescription at whatever pharmacy. We would normally have to transfer it if you're not a normal Kroger shop pharmacy customer, that type of thing. Pretty much if you can give us any type of information to get us started, we still have to follow the general guidelines of we need to know the doctor and have the right medication, those pieces, right? But the red tape, if you will, to get the pills into your hand is drastically reduced.
This whole process, how does it make the team feel to be able to help people in their time of need? When you see evacuees who really have lost so much, temporarily, maybe in some cases, maybe long-term in some of the others, how does it make you and your team feel when you're able to go ahead and make them whole again in terms of their prescriptions?
Amazing. You go to pharmacy school to do exactly this, to take care of the community. We had pharmacists there that had 3 feet of water in their home and still came down to serve the community. You know, as the days went by and long days of conference calls and all these different pieces to kind of bring everything together and keep the stores up and running. We still have our regular job in the other stores to do as well, but every day you just kept driving. There was something magnetic about keep going down to the George R. Brown. I just remember one of the days, probably 6 days in, and you know, you're hungry, you're sleepy, you need to kind of figure out what's going on with your own home, and the closer I got to the George R. Brown, the more strength that I got, because I knew it was actually the right thing to do, and it was just an amazing feeling. And so the people that work there, they're changed forever. There's days that we break down and cry because we could see what the people were going through, and we were doing everything we could, but you just wanted to do so much more.
Well, you've done a great deal. A lot of people are indebted to you. Thank you for what you've done and the other folks at Kroger who've made this happen. We appreciate you coming in.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Thank you as well. Newsmakers Extra.